Stop number 2 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series for Season 34 brings us to the Rockingham, North Carolina. We're here today for the running of the GM Goodwrench Service 400, as we are set for 59 laps of racing on this 1.017 mile racetrack in the Sandhills of North Carolina here. And of course, a dual-purpose racetrack as well too. Well, dual racetrack, I guess you might say, because sitting next door to Rockingham, the North Carolina Motor Speedway, is of course Rockingham Dragway, one of the top drag strips in the nation, as well too. But the oval track is the focus of today as well too, as we're here for today's race. On the pole for this event, it is Trent Dunham in number 1, the Skull Classic Oldsmobile. He's alongside Kyle Matthews, considered the Rockingham Master, in the number 42 Pecan Freeze Pontiac. Second row has number 52, Seth Cole in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac, and number 17, that is Nathan Ormond in the Tide Chevrolet. Third row, Charles Sanford nearly won the Daytona 500 this season, but had to settle for, well, still a top 5 finish in that race, I guess. But he's driving the number 71 Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. He's alongside number 98, Laura Chung in the Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. Going to fourth row, it's number 6, Austin Reed in the Folgers Ford, and number 7, that is Aubrey Scott in the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. Next row has Dylan Young in number 2, the wheel of his Pontiac, and number 21, Reggie Fogelman in the Citgo Ford. Next row is 27, Rafaela Duke in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, and number 30, Zachary Fitzwater in the Maxwell House Country Time Pontiac. Next row down is number 66, Harrison Ponder in the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac, and number 11, Keith Batson in the Budweiser Ford. Yeah, it'll be a cold day, and you know where Batson drives a Chevrolet. Next row is number 5, Bill Parker in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and number 28, Jackson Haywood in the Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row is Daniel Silla in the number 89 Evan Rue Pontiac, and number 18, that is Benjamin Miles in the Slim Fast Chevrolet, the pole sitter for the Daytona 500 this season. Next row is Stephen Colon in number 57, the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. Beside him, number 15, Quentin Moore in the Motorcraft Ford. Next row is number 4, William Bruck in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile, and he's alongside number 19, Joshua Osborne in the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Ford. Next row has a Daytona 500 winner, Colin Cropley in the number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. He's alongside number 12, that is Ryan Brommer in the Rebesses Buick. Next row is 33, Amanda Evans in 94, Dylan Poteet. Next row has number 73, that is Cody McGurk, and Kev Shearer, the number 14 car, in a pair of Oldsmobiles. Next row has a pair of Pontiacs, Allison Rain in number 70 and number 43, that is Mike Becker, and his next row down has number 83, that is Nori Miyazaki in number 83, and then alongside is Preston Plord in number 10. Next row down is number 26, Alexander Road in Quaker State Buick, and number 20, that is Eric Monaco in the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Next row, Noah Sewell, number 8, the Snickers Buick, and number 90, that is Caleb Fogler in the Public Supermarkets machine. Next row down is Mitchell Hodak, and number 75 in the Dinner Bell Oldsmobile, and number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet has the last position starting spot. He will start shotgun in this field here today. So as your starting lineup for this GM Goodwrench Service 400. Here at the track known as the Rock, and we had a great speed weeks, of course, with the Daytona 500. We hope for a good race here today at Rockingham. And with that all said, here as the field of 40 cars await the command of fire the engines for today's race, and here's the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The roar of 40 engines come to life here at Rockingham Raceway as the pace car leads the field off of pit road for the pace lap of the start of the race right after this. Field through turns number 3 and 4 here. The 5 in-car cameras in today's event. Here will be Trent Dunham, Kyle Matthews, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and Laura Chung will be carrying our 5 in-car cameras in today's race here today at Rockingham. All of them starting in the top 10. Green flag's about to fly here, and we're about to, as race is underway here at Rockingham. Trent Dunham off to a tremendous start here as they go through turns number 3 and 4 here. Dunham comes off turn number 4 here. Seth Cole comes to the low side, tries to get past for the top spot here, but he will not do so. Dunham leads the first lap of this race here, and Seth Cole moves low side with the push from Charles Sanford, and Sanford's going to push Seth Cole to the top spot, but Dunham fights back on the outside, trying to hang tough there. And Trent's car got a little bit loose going into turn number 3, as you see him now through as a thunder through off turn number 4. Saw the speed right there, 162 miles an hour into turn number 1. Goes these cars here, and lap speeds here about 150 miles per hour, or near so, at this racetrack. Seth Cole goes ahead the lead here, but now Charles Sanford thunders to the top spot now. And Dylan Young, number 2 car to the low side, he'll take second position. On board with Dylan Young in car number 2. Trying to catch Charles Sanford as they come off turn number 4 here. Young across the start-finish line here. His last lap 148.793. You see that orange light blinking on the dashboard. That of course is a if a car nears the 9,000 RPM marker, you'll see the RPMs. You'll see the lights starting to flash on the dashboard. Right there, near the tachometer, right there is what I'm talking about. Yep. And see, back in those days, right there, in these cars, right there, 9,000 RPMs meant blowing up, pretty much, you know. But with these cars, obviously, too. But thanks to this game, though, of course, 9,000 RPMs is nowhere near blowing up on these machines right there. They'll turn high RPMs on a lot of the tracks on the circuit. You'll find that as well too as we hit the short tracks. Well, especially if we hit Atlanta. Atlanta is known for is known as an engine builder's nightmare. Dylan Young is in second position right now. Behind him right now, Rafaela Duke in car number 27, trying to go for the second position. Harrison Ponder was in fourth position, but now gets passed by Kyle Matthews in 42. As they go into turn number 1 here, Matthews in the P-Gainer for his Pontiac. Getting past Dylan Young right now in number 2 as they come down the start-finish line. And now you're with Kyle Matthews in number 42. Goes into turn 1. Turn 1 was right down that white line coming into turn number 1 and 2. Kyle started this race in second position right in this event here, and now tries to go for the top spot. Chevrolets have positions 1 and 4, and Pontiacs are 2nd, 3rd, and 5th right now. And the leading Ford in this bunch right there, you have to go all the way back to about 12th position. That's where you find Aubrey Scott in the 7 car. But Aubrey gets pushed up the high side. Here comes Stephen Colon and Mike Becker down the left side. Colon in 57, Becker in 43. And Seth Cole, one of the early leaders in this event, he had dropped back to about, let's see what he was clocked at this time by. Seth that time by was clocked in 16th position in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Trent Dunham, meantime, the pole sitter, also dropped back as well, too. Now Aubrey still losing spots here as he gets passed now by Kev Shearer, number 14, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. And talk about somebody who's moving through the field in a hurry here. How about Alexander Rowe? Started this race in about 37th position and is up to 11th in this race here in the 26th machine. The Quaker State Buick having a solid run here today. Had a fast car all through Speedweeks at Daytona. Didn't win the race though, but it got shuffled back in the late going in that event though. But that car is proven to be very fast here this season, and Alexander could be one of those guys to watch here this season as they go through over the course of this season. That car ran very well with Joshua Osborne last season, winner of 3 races. So Alexander's got a very good ride this season. Harrison Ponder up on the high side, about to get passed by Alexander. That was for 9th position. And Noah Sewell, another guy who started in the back there, he's now working his way to the top, up to the top 10 as well too, in the number 8 machine. And Noah's not far away from his quasi teammate Colin Cropley in the 25 car. He's up to 6th position right now in that machine. And there's something nobody wants to see. There's something nobody wants to see at Rockingham in front of them. Kyle Matthews out in front here. Matthews, we mentioned this one many times here at the Rock, though, and he is back out in front again here at what he considers one of his favorite racetracks on the circuit, that North Wilkesboro. Of course, we'll be heading to Wilkesboro a little bit later on in the season for the first Union 400, which will be stop number 7 on the tour. And Matthews has already pulled ahead to a substantial lead right now over Charles Sanford and Phil Parker, though Sanford's not letting Matthews get far ahead right now in the number 71 car. Phil trying to stay right there with him. And another guy we haven't talked much so far here, the car number 4 is running P4 right now. That's William Brock in the Kodak film machine. He'll be back with this ride. Well, he'll be with this ride for quite a while, obviously, too. Here, that number 4 machine, unless William tells me otherwise. But that number 4 is proven to be a lucky number for William Brock, though. He won one of the 125 qualifying races earlier this season at Daytona. One of the prelude races leading up to the Daytona 500. And Rafael Leduc looks to the inside here. Leduc, a former winner here at the Rock. And the only Canadian driver in the field as well, too, hailing from the province of Quebec. Nathan Orman trying to catch Dylan Young. That is for 6th position. The number 2 and 17 cars going at it. Alexander Rowe running in 8th position. Noah Sewell in 9th and Stephen Colon in 10th. Cody McGurk having a solid day right now in the 73 machine. He runs in 11th position right now. Behind him, Seth Cullen 12th, Colin Cropley 13th. Trent Dunham running 14th. 15th right now is Laura Chung in the 98 car. The Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet, and you're on board with Laura. Getting past the 73 car of Cody McGurk there, and notice Laura in the 14th position now. Up ahead of her is Trent Dunham in 13th. Austin Reed getting past in that 6th machine right there. There's the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater. 18 positions where he's at right now. 19th right now is Quentin Moore, and 20th is Mike Beckers. He's just now got past Aubrey Scott for position. Aubrey Scott winner last season at the night race at Bristol. Is where Aubrey won that race last season. Driving the Alan Quickie colors this season, the number 7 Xerox Industries Pontiac, or Xerox Industries Ford, excuse me. And remember I said Cole Deaver started this race in 40th position, dead last in the field. He has moved up 15 spots in the first 24 laps of this race here. He's at the 25th position right now. Deaver nearly nearly won the 500 this season as well too, but he got shuffled back late in the going here. Deaver had high hopes for to win the 500 this season, but unfortunately that was not to be for Kohler. Had to wait again until next season to pull off a try at the Great American Race, but he is going for the big prize, obviously, for trying for his third championship in the series. Getting past the 14 of Kepscher, that's for 24th position. Rest of the order right there. Now it's the rest of the order right there, as you see 11 car of Keith Batson, we were being told, has had a piston failure on the Budweiser Ford. And it's not Keith out of the race here, and the only car out of the race, I should say. 37 cars remain in this race, all of them on the lead lap. But Kyle Matthews is out for a Sunday drive right now, and he is pulling away from the field there. 1.67 seconds the margin right now in between 1 and 2. And a lot of the drivers in this field here have seen this scene before of Kyle Matthews just dominating Rockingham. You know, and they're all probably thinking right now, oh dear gosh, not this scene again. But William Brock and Phil Parker hoping they can pull off a drab and muster enough speed to try to catch the 42 car of Matthews. But so hopefully for them it's not over just yet. So as you look at the number 4 of Brock and the 5 car of Parker, a pair of yellow cars here in this field. One for Kodak and the other for Levi Garrett. Parker dives inside, tries to go for position right there, but Brock halts his spot for the time being. Meantime, battle for 4th position going on. That's Charles Sanford inside of Rafaela Duke. And throw Dylan Young in that mix as well, too, in the number 2 machine. Quite a view right there on the track at Rockingham. That's from the front bumper of Dylan Young's machine. So it's like the ride on the front bumper of one of these machines at about 150 miles an hour. Young trying to get by LeDuc now for the position right there as they come out to turn number 2. That's for 5th position. Behind him, Stephen Colon having a solid day. He's in 7th position right now. Alexander Rowe, as I mentioned, started this race 37th. Running in 8th position right now in the Quaker State Buick. Seth Cole in 9th position, and Nathan Orman right now running in 10th place as they come through turns number 1 and 2 right now. Battle for 2nd position still going on between the 4 and the 5 cars. Phil Parker, who you see right there, and William Brockton, who you see here in the number 4 machine. But all chasing this man, Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Peak Antifreeze Pontiac. Just out for a Sunday drive here at Rockingham, North Carolina, as he tries to get by Eric Monaco now on the 20 car. Eric running in 20th position, or running in 37th position around the Skull in the Crown Petroleum Fast Fair Oldsmobile. Take a ride around with Kyle Matthews for a lap here on this racetrack here. See what his last up this time by is in the Peak Antifreeze Pontiac of his. Matthews at 141.759 miles an hour. His fast lap so far, 149.939. But he does not have the fast lap race so far. The fast lap race so far is set by William Brock at 150.580 miles an hour. In fact, top 4 fast laps all in the 150 mile an hour range. But Matthews right now coming up on 19 laps to go this time by here. It'll be lap number 40 in the books. And a lot of these cars trying to close up right there. And you see Brock trying to use the draft off the 20 car to try to close up, and he does close up a little bit there. 1.71 seconds between the front 2 cars. Phil Parker about a half a second back. Charles Samper right now 4 seconds back in 4th position. And Rafael Leduc about 4 3/4 of a second back in 5th spot here. Battle for 7th or 6th position going on right now. Give it to Stephen Cologne in car number 57 up to 6th position. Alexander Rowe in 7th place. 8th now Dylan Young. Nathan Orman's gotten around Seth Culper 9th. Noah Sewell running in 11th place here. 12th is Harrison Ponder. Laura Chung 13th. Quentin Moore up to 14th position in the Motorcraft Ford. Fitzwaters 15th. 16th is Cody McGirt. 17th Mike Becker. Trent Dunham, the Pulsitter 18th. 19th is Daniel Silla. And 20th is Colin Cropley. Cole Deaver running 21st position. 22nd is Austin Reed. Aubrey Scott 23rd. Kev Shear 24th. 25th is Ryan Brommer. Preston Ploy running 26th. 27th position is Jackson Haywood. 28th is Dylan Poteet. 29th is Amanda Evans. 30th is Caleb Fogler. 31st is Allison Rain. 32nd, Reggie Fogelman. 33rd is Benjamin Miles. Mitchell Hodak, 34th. Nori Miyazaki running in 35th. 36th position right now is Joshua Osborne, who Kyle Matthews is trying to catch to put a lap down. Kyle right now is just driving away. He's 2 seconds ahead. 2.5, almost 2.5 seconds ahead, I should say. Somebody off the wall right there coming off turn number 2. That might have been Charles Sanford who got off the wall. Yep, and that was Charles. Got off the wall once again. Come out turn number 2. Battle for 5th place between the 27, 57, and 26 cars. There's the copter cam on the field right there. That's 5th, 6th, and 7th on your screen. Rafael Duke running in 5th spot. 6th is Stephen Cologne. And Alexander Rowe running in 7th. then closing in, Nathan Orman running in 8th, Dylan Young in 9th, and trying for 9th position, I should say, is Noah Sewell in the 8 car. Dylan Young now drops to the 10th position. And now Dylan dropping back, as you see Harrison Ponder in the 66 and the 98 of Laura Chung. All closing up here as Young just almost gets off the wall, coming out turn number 2, like we saw Charles Sanford do a couple times earlier. Pontiac stuck up on the high side now is now Seth Cole and Quentin Moore. Closes up now. Quentin to the low side, gets past Dylan Young. Motorcraft 4 running another solid event right now for the Motorcraft team. And Quentin came with an eyelash of winning the Daytona 500 this season. There, he came in, I think, 2nd or 3rd, I think, in that race. I forget which, but I tell you, Quentin's feeling a Daytona 500 monkey on his back, on the back right now. Because I mean, he's hoping next season. He's like Cole Dever, hoping next season he'll finally get that 500 win. And he'll be back with his 15 ride next season, by the way, too, when we go to the 1991 car set. Charles Sanford closing up now on the 20 car of Eric Monaco, trying to lap him now. Monaco's 37th position. He is currently obviously the only car not on the lead lap. Now the shoes on the underfoot now for William Brock as he's now trying to catch the 5 of Phil Parker, trying for 2nd position right now. And these two are losing ground big time to Kyle Matthews. I mean, once Matthews shot out in front, he just flat drove away. And like I said, that's the scene that people are a lot of these drivers are all too familiar with, seeing at the Rock over the years too. And a lot of these drivers are hoping, of course, Matthews forgets this type of setup when we come back here for the AC Delco 400 later on in the season. That'll be about the 29th race of the season out of the 31 is to be run this season in the road to the Castrol GTX Cup Series Championship weekend in the Napa 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we'll be heading to 2 races for now for the Motorcraft 500. And the race after this one will be Richmond, the 3rd race of the season, the 1st race on the short track for season 34. '26 car of Alexander Rowe dropping back a bit now as Seth Cole's about to get past him. Meantime, Quentin Moore trying to get 10th position away from Noah Sewell in the 8 machine. And now Quentin Moore getting past Laura Chun. Now that's for 10th place now for the Motorcraft team. Harrison Ponder also worked his way to the top 10. Now he's in 8th position. 7th is Nathan Orman. 6th is Rafaela Duke. 5th is Stephen Colon. Sanford running in 4th position. Battle for 2nd position. Still hot and heavy between Phil Parker in the 5 and William Brock in the 4. There's a look from inside Charles Sanford's machine. 2 laps to go. Well, here at Rockingham, caution free in this event. A lot calmer race today than we did at Daytona, where we had about 2 or 3 caution flags in the Daytona 500. Meantime, William Brock moves the inside of Phil Parker for 2nd position. And Brock has 2nd position. Meantime, white flag is waved already for Kyle Matthews. As we continue to watch this battle for second position between the 4 and the 5 cars here. Parker trying to keep. Oh, Brock hits the wall. Here comes Brock. Here comes Parker to the low side. Parker shoots by Brock here. Meantime, Kyle Matthews is going to win the GM Goodwrench Service 400 at Rockingham. And here's a battle for third position. Parker's going to get second. Here comes third position. That's going to be Brock. He holds off Sanford the line. But there's the dominator of the day. Kyle Matthews just puts on a good old-fashioned woodshed whooping, as he's often done on this track himself, though. But I'll tell you that Peak Avery's Pontiac, just absolutely model perfection in this event. And look at the margin, 6.3 seconds between the front two. No wonder we almost missed the finish, missed the checkered flag by the winner there. No wonder we almost missed that, but just focus on that battle for second position right there. But, shoo. But congratulations again to Kyle Matthews for a victory here today. Second position will go to Phil Parker. Third to William Brock. Fourth, Charles Sanford and Stephen Colon. How about fifth position for that 57 team? Sixth position will go to Nathan Orman. A solid day for that team as well, too. Harrison Ponder comes home seventh. Eighth will go to Noah Sewell, matching his car number. Rafael Duke comes home in ninth position. And Quentin Moore, with a solid day, he'll end up finishing in 10th. 11th will go to Laura Chung. 12th will go to Seth Cole. Dylan Young, 13th. Alexander Rowe, who was up to about as far as 6th or 7th in this race here, dropped to 14th, though, but still a solid move up, though. He started 37th, as we mentioned in this race here, and moves up to 14th. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get the Hard Charger award on that one. That was quite a charge for the Quicker State car. Trent Dunham, the pole sitter, comes home in 15th position. 16th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Daniel Silla comes home in 17th position. 18th, Colin Cropley. 19th will go to Aubrey Scott, and Mike Becker will finish in 20th. Cody McGurk, 21st position. 22nd goes to Cole Deaver, who after starting this race in last. Kev Shearer, 23rd. 24th will go to Preston Plord. 25th to Ryan Brommer. Austin Reed, 26th. Then Dylan Poteet, Jackson Haywood, Reggie Fogelman, and Amanda Evans, the top 30. Then Allison Rain, Benjamin Miles, Caleb Vogler, Mitchell Hodak, Joshua Osborne, and Nori Miyazaki finishes 36th position. Last car on the lead lap, or Monaco, the only car to finish a lap down in 37th position. Keith Fasten, the only car out of the race with a piston failure on his Budweiser 4. So average speed 143.648 miles an hour. And a dominating victory for Kyle Matthews as he wins the AC Delco, as he wins the GM Goodwrench Service 400 here. Boy, I fast forwarded quite a few races early, didn't I? But wins the GM Goodwrench Service 400 here today at Rockingham Raceway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Goldstars, to have for us channel, be sure to check out Seth Store Cell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Store Cell Cup Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other two channels. That's NNSCRA Offline. Those channels being Thrashman 899. That's Levi McIntyre's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. And also be sure to check out channel X8675398588X. It's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also subscribe to those two channels as well, too, for some cool stuff as well, too. And speaking of Dylan and Kyle, be sure to check out their channel they've collaborated together the channel called We the Coasters. Be sure to check out that channel as well, too. So, so with that said here, we'll see you at next race on the tour at Richmond, Virginia for the running of the Mobile 1 400. For now, it's James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of off-road racing at its best. We'll see you at Richmond.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?